Hey guys, Jared here, and welcome to another DVD and Blu-ray update video. So, yeah, I'll get started and I'll get into it now. Uh, First off, I'll show a film. It's a release by Renown Films there, which is a company associated with the channel Talking Pictures TV, and they've shown this film on their channel before, the TV channel. The Ghost of Greville Lodge, starring George Cole and Prunella Scales. Now, obviously, usually the stuff Renown Films puts out and the stuff they show on the Talking Pictures TV channel is usually stuff a lot older than this. I mean, this movie isn't that old. I mean, it was released in the year 2000, which is the year I was born, and obviously I'm not that old. So, yeah, but the reason that they've released this and the reason they showed it on the channel is because it was produced by Noel Cronin, who's the founder of Talking Pictures TV. And I have watched this on their channel before. It is kind of a Christmas movie, as it says. I mean, and yeah, Christmas is over, but it is nice to have for the collection because I really did enjoy watching this when they showed it on the channel. And I'm not just saying that because, of course, I've met Noel Cronin at Talking Pictures TV live events, and he was really nice. But I'm not saying that movie's good just because he was really nice. No, I do genuinely think that movie was very, very good. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching this when it was on. And yeah, I'm glad to have that. Next, I'll show two old Japanese kaiju movies. One that I've got is the original Godzilla. So yes, this is a Korean DVD. Obviously, the movie is Japanese, but this is a Korean DVD release. I'm pretty sure like that writing there is Japanese, and obviously when it says Godzilla King of the Monsters, that's English. But I think that there is Korean writing, and yeah, and I did check before buying it. It does have like, it is region free, so work any place, and also it is in Japanese and it has English and Korean subtitles. And obviously, I chose English subtitles when I watched this, and yeah, really did enjoy this. Really nice to see where the Godzilla franchise started out. And yeah, as I said, it's a Korean DVD. I do own one other Korean DVD, which is a release of Monsieur Hulu's Holiday. Now, obviously, that movie is French, but I have a DVD of it that is Korean. But yeah, and then I'll show it on Blu-ray. I got King Kong Lives, which is made by Toho, the company that made the old Godzilla movies. And I do own the other King Kong movie that was made by Toho, which was King Kong versus Godzilla, not to be confused with the more modern one, which is Godzilla versus Kong, and they're doing a sequel to that one now. But yeah, the original, King Kong versus Godzilla. I do own that on Blu-ray, so that was part of the reason I wanted to get this, and also why I wanted to check out the original. And yeah, this one is a much more serious movie, whereas this one is a much sillier movie. I mean, and I did know that going in. I don't mind. I mean, I can enjoy both serious movies and silly movies, so it doesn't bother me that much. I really enjoyed this movie for what it was. So yeah, and I'd like to give a shout out to two YouTubers who've reviewed these movies recently. I've seen Henry Mockingbird has reviewed this movie recently, so go and check out his review if you want. And also, there's a YouTuber called Hobbs Horror. He reviewed this movie recently, and he really liked this movie as well. So yeah, please go and check out their reviews of these movies. And yeah, Hobbs Horror does do a thing called Kaiju Theater where he reviews old like monster movies like this. So that's really cool. I like those videos that you do, Hobbs. I'm sure he's watching because he is a supporter of this channel. Uh, yeah, keep up what you're doing, buddy. But yeah, I'd say I enjoyed this one even more than the King Kong versus Godzilla. And one thing I will say, like this one does have slightly better green screen than versus Godzilla. Like, I mean, the green screen in this is still a bit bad, but I remember in the versus Godzilla, the green screen was absolutely atrocious. I'm sorry. And I like, apart from the green screen, I think in both this one and the versus Godzilla, I like the sort of special effects that they have. Like, they're quite cheesy, but you know, they they have a lot of charm to them. The special effects, like, and I know you can see the strings in some things. Like, there's a dinosaur walking, and you can clearly see the strings. And also, yeah, you have like a helicopter where you can see the strings holding it up. I don't mind that too much. I think that has charm to it. It kind of reminds me of something like Thunderbirds, where you can see the strings. but yeah, really did like this film as like a silly film, and I enjoyed this as a more serious film. I do want to check out the new one, the new Godzilla -1. I think I've heard that's very good, and it does look very good. Next I'll show I've got a box set of the Shaft trilogy. Now, prior to getting this set, I did already own the HMV Premium edition of the first Shaft, and that was the only one I had. And I wanted to check out the others, and of course, Richard Roundtree sadly passed away last year, so that was part of the reason I wanted to check out more of them. But yeah, prior to buying this set, the only Shaft movies that I'd seen were the first one, and I'd seen the most recent one. Uh, I don't remember as much about the most recent one. I think it probably wasn't that good, but the first one I do really like, and yeah, I enjoyed these sequels. Yeah, I think the first one's definitely the best, but the sequels are fun. So yeah, if you didn't know, like you had the original Shaft trilogy in the 70s with Richard Roundtree, then they had like a reboot of sorts with Samuel L. Jackson where he was playing the son of this Shaft, which doesn't make any sense because Samuel L. Jackson is only 6 years younger than Richard Roundtree. But yeah, and then years later they did a sequel to the Sam Jackson one where it was him and his son. Yeah. um, I still haven't seen the first Sam Jackson Shaft movie, but I saw the most recent one that they did. And next up, I'll show two musical films, and both of them were shown on TV at the start of the new year. And yeah, I've seen both of them before. I do really like both of them. I've got Wizard of Oz and Singing in the Rain, both great classic musical films. And part of the reason I wanted to get the Wizard of Oz, like, it has a 2-disc edition, and yeah, it's like hours of bonus features on there. And one like bonus feature in particular I was really interested in checking out was I heard about this because of a YouTuber called Scribbles to Screen. You can check out his video on Wizard of Oz. He does a lot of great videos about lost media and stuff. And he talked about there was a deleted scene from Wizard of Oz that was rediscovered, and they put it on here as a special feature, which is cool because with movies that old, they're usually like completely deleted scenes, so you can't watch them. And it was an extended version of the "If I Only Had a Brain" scene, so that was nice. And it does have other deleted scenes on it, but the others like are just songs and like stills to go with it. Like they have one of them was like Buddy Ebsen singing the "If I Only Had a Heart," because originally Buddy Ebsen from the Beverly Hillbillies, he was originally supposed to be the Tin Man, but the makeup like poisoned his skin, so he couldn't do it. But they had as a deleted scene, they had him singing the song, and they had stills of him, but they didn't have footage of him singing. And another one was a reprisal of "Over the Rainbow," which Dorothy sings in the witch's castle, and it was just the audio of that and still pictures. And there's another one, like a deleted song called "Jitterbug," where they had the audio of the song and they showed some behind the scenes footage which wasn't in like the best quality. But yeah, the deleted scene of like an extended version of "If I Only Had a Brain," that is a proper deleted scene. So it is cool to see like a proper deleted scene for a movie this old. And yeah, and Scribbles to Screen did mention in his video that there was at one point talk about re-editing that deleted scene back into the movie, but they decided not to. And it's thought that maybe the reason why was because the Library of Congress only accepts films if they're in the state that they were in when they were originally released. And like that, that's why Star Wars has still to this day never been put into the Library of Congress, because George Lucas refused to give them the original version. He only gave them the special edition version. Yeah, it was really cool to see that deleted scene, as I said. And yeah, and the other musical I showed, "Singing in the Rain." This is a fantastic movie as well. And it's a great movie. Stand By Me. It's one of these releases by like Sony, and it's numbered. It's number 3. I do own another one of these releases, which is Doctor Strangelove. That's a really great movie as well. Yeah, Stand By Me. Really great film, and I love the song as well. And it's very beautiful when they play that over the credits. Yeah, all the cast in this movie are fantastic as well. Yeah, so yeah, love this movie. And Last off, I'll show two Criterions that I bought recently. One I got was Being There with Peter Sellers. Really liked this movie. It was really good. Yeah, I heard that Peter Sellers actually based his performance in this movie on Stan Laurel, which I was interested in seeing because being a big Laurel and Hardy fan, yeah, I can see a bit of Stan Laurel in his performance. But yeah, really, really good movie here. And it also does have Jack Warden in it as the president. I know him best for being Big Ben in the Problem Child films, so it was kind of interesting seeing him in a film like that. And he's playing a president in that film, whereas in Problem Child he was running for mayor, so that's interesting. And I did get this one of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which I watched this on Netflix, and yeah, really did like this film. It's really nice for them to release a Netflix film on Criterion. I know they have done this before with The Irishman, which I don't have that Criterion, but I think it would be cool to get the Criterion release of that. But yeah, that was another Netflix movie that they released on Criterion. But yeah, really nice to get this. I'll look forward to watching this again because I did really enjoy this movie when I first saw it on Netflix. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this update, everyone. Hope you do like the titles that I showed here. Yeah, how much of them have you seen? Do you like these films? And yeah, thanks everyone for watching my video, and see you next time. Bye.